Uh-huh.
Hi, welcome.
Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Gundam Tanaka, and my partner here, his name is Gundam Tanaka. And
Together we're playing Gundam Tanaka.
Hey, I'm Gundam. I'm not so Gundam, and we're the Gundam Tanaka.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial,
Somebody
you
dead.
present your arguments for who the killer is.
What did they use for
vote
Nagito's?
who done it.
Blood.
No. But like, it's like a specific thing. Is it like spears?
Oh, I think so.
Because he was speared to
Yeah.
death. Oh, look at Gundams. It's like the cool font.
Yeah.
A special font for a special boy.
And we were surrounded by dead people almost from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because Man 2,
after-
almost from the
after-
like literally the second trial at the end of
Wait,
that.
yeah, when Trial 2 started, Mahiru was dead. When Trial 4 started, or no, when Trial 3 started, Hyoko was dead. So by
Nakamura was so tall.
he was gargantuan.
Jockey, all right, whatever.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened
Yeah,
will
there's
receive
two
punishment.
dead people between us and
Pick the
Akane.
wrong
Yeah.
person. I'll
But one of
punish
them's like a
everyone
good, the
besides
best
the
boy.
blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
She's not hung up this time.
Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and
The
reached
silence
the
deafens
moon
all.
because you're a rabbit?
All right.
Chesto!
That was not anywhere near the chest. That was his face. So
Okay.
that was more
One
like
more
the face. So
time. Jeez!
they're reusing.
How about this one?
Jeez. They're reusing all the other stuff.
Final blow!
They're just reusing all the
Yeah.
older ones.
It's useless.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to
Rabbits.
horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for
I think
trying
I
to
know
reveal
that.
the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
Not necessarily.
No, that might not
They might have
be
worked together.
Huh? Are you
You
trying
ever think
to
about the
protect
fact that they might have
traitor?
worked together
They
since, you
didn't
know, the
call out
entire
when we were in
time
danger.
Nagito was like, hey, if you want to kill me, let me know so I can help you.
Yeah.
Yo, I just realized, over Ibuki, they're little drumsticks.
Don't tell me you're the traitor.
That's cool.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
I'm too
Don't be so stupid.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Yeah,
The
start
Nagito-
arguing or
Traitor
whatever.
and Nagito, is it here, right? Are they the same person or
Gosh.
are they different people? Spinning.
Spinning.
All right, I know. I'm just gonna do the things.
Alright, just look up the guide.
Yeah.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagi.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
But how does that disprove?
I don't know.
Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
That's true.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
No.
Wait. Okay, I got this.
Ah, I just...
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid.
That's what you're caught on, not the trap part. You've fallen right into my trap card. Fallen? Like, what the hell?
You said if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
No.
Well, that's a good point.
tape his mouth
You
shut?
gotta give him some credit for not being the stupidest member for like
How is he supposed to
consistently.
answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it... First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about... Then, after they killed him,
Allow
you.
me to cut
Dude,
through
what-
those words.
Because it's like it's sunken in.
Yeah.
Like he breathed it in.
There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
Good job,
What did
Coochie
you
Man. You
say?
tried.
Who cares about the duct tape?
You definitely
Might as
tried,
well
Coochie
settle
Man.
this with
I
rock, paper,
approve.
scissors.
Rochambeau is a good game. I agree.
We don't need to play a game.
Roshimbus.
It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth
It's
before the
Scrumbus.
torture
Everyone
even began.
get jolly.
Because I put the duct tape on. I mean, I did the torture. Wait.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a
Yeah.
crush on him or something?
Yeah, we boned, dude.
Yeah, and we all murdered Nagito because we all hated them.
Are you in elementary school or something? I don't have crushes. I have erections.
Resurrection.
By erection.
All right.
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right?
After I put it back on him, and then I kissed him on the lips.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape,
Oh,
remember?
yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Because
The blood on his
realistically, they
face
could
came
have put
from
the
his
duct tape
arm
on
wounds.
like after they tortured him and
Yeah.
then
Which
before
means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Yeah.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
I watched him. I loved it.
Perhaps
All
the
right.
duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I,
I
said
know
at the
that because I
beginning.
was there.
The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Yeah, I
Then,
did.
are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
Yes, I did.
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
Shocking.
No.
Wait, is Coochie Man gonna go crazy?
I don't know.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard.
Okay,
That
so it
one
can't be
bastard.
Coochie.
You bastard. You bastard,
If not,
covered
they
bastard,
wouldn't have
favorite
taken the
bastard,
time
full of
to set fire
bastard.
to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Bastard, double bastard, twice
The warehouse
bastard.
fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think
Obviously.
of any other reason.
Gosh.
But who could have done that?
The lighter and the thing and
When
the
the fire
Malcolm and stuff. So
occurred,
technically,
everyone in
Akana, you're
this
the one that
room was
started the
gathered
fire.
in front of the warehouse.
You might say we didn't start the fire, but that's
From
not
right after I
true
opened the
because you were the
warehouse
one who
door,
started
the flame
it.
started burning from the very back. Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here
No.
set the fire.
Akane technically did, but not on
Killer isn't one
purpose.
of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the
So-
pattern up until now,
Uh-huh.
we should
Guys, think
suspect
about
that
it.
some kind of setup
Haj-
was
Hajime,
used.
say
Some kind
something.
of setup? Like what? I do
Hajime,
not
say
know
something.
that,
You know the
but
answer.
That has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You
Shut
have
up,
such an
Coochie Man.
amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think
Can you
about
hear me?
this based
Yeah.
on what Miss Sonia thinks.
Okay, just making sure.
Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is.
Oh.
Hell the fuck yeah.
Reaching for the fire. We need to clear that up first. It's time to spin.
Spinning.
All right, so this is pretty easy. The Monokuma panels made a domino when the door was opened.
Yeah.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The killer used some kind of setup
Yes.
and lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Also yes.
Uh-huh.
Some kind of setup?
Uh-huh.
You should know about this.
Did they use the oil as an improvised
No.
fuse?
No.
Good idea,
They
though.
probably just threw the lighter.
Also no.
No, also not
Based
at
on
all.
the shape of that oil lighter,
Uh-huh.
it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Uh-huh.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Uh-huh.
Some
Okay.
way.
What could have
This
done
is a
that?
long one.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Jesus.
No.
There should have
This is
been a
a
way
long
to
one.
tip it over with
Oh
sound
my
waves.
god.
Oh
Or
my god.
perhaps opening the door caused.
Oh my
I
god.
agree with that.
Jesus. Hajime, couldn't you have said something before soon? Before soon? Yes.
I also
buffoon.
agree that
Bassoon.
opening the door is what started the fire.
Bassoon.
Just as I thought, it was the wind
No.
pressure. A dust
No.
devil blown here from glorious Japan.
I mean,
No.
I mean, nailed it, Berg.
But you didn't even, and that's the one, and you.
And you know what you need to do?
Uh-huh.
No, not wind pressure. They'd probably use the Monokuma panels.
What are those? Oh,
A
those.
huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong.
It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each
No,
other in a
that's
single
wrong.
line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma
Yeah,
panels to
dude.
create a domino effect.
What's your favorite historical domino effect? You know the time Akane opened a door. Historic.
That shit was
moment.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
What do you mean, children? Excuse me?
She was too poor as a child. She would never.
She made dominoes out of rocks.
Rocks, and I call it the ass stone, and we cooked our food and
I made dirt pretzels.
dirt pretzels.
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels.
No, really.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second,
Is that how a domino works? Whoa.
and from there,
Whoa.
they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
Why is the Monokuma plushie like photoshopped in there?
Definitely.
That's not a new drawing. That's just a shrunken down version of the
But
actual
wouldn't it be
picture
obvious
that's
that
put
those
in there.
big panels were falling over?
No.
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
Oh yeah,
So the
like when
reason
you
the
like
house
when
was
you open the
dark
door.
was to
Yeah.
hide the domino effect.
Good job, murderer.
Good job, good man, you did it.
And one more
It just
thing.
yeah,
There
everyone's
was
in
something
everyone in
else
here.
the
Their name
killers
is now
did to hide
murderer.
the domino
Uh-huh.
effect, right?
Isn't that
Because
right,
they wanted to
murderer?
hide the domino effect.
No, not you, murderer. Other murderer. Yeah, no, okay, the other murderer.
I see!
Wait, what?
MP3 player.
You're talking about the MP3 player.
It's a hide the
What-
sound.
I was not
It's to hide the
paying
sound of the
attention.
domino effect.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Okay.
The inside warehouse leaving darker with the outside. The eyes bright side. Turn into him. They'll blare through the warehouse at full volume. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys hear something?
Yeah, the sound of Monokuma panels falling down.
No, I'm not talking about the music. As if a cue is suddenly started.
Because, you know, it's a
That's
game
it.
and you can do that
So
in
the
stage
strange
lighting.
sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Because it was, like, locked, basically.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, it's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine! With those words, the kind of rush everyone's warning slowly. Open the door, warehouse. Clack, clack, clack. Oh, it's not opening. If something's blocking the door, I can barely open it. I don't care about Kuzi, man. I didn't tell you it'd be fine. I just gotta do a little force. I don't
Wow,
care
dude.
dude. Bam!
Ah!
I mean, we've
so the
already
door
seen
was
that,
being
like, 4
blocked by a
times, but
Monokuma
still.
panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
I
Dude.
do want to read.
Dude, I'm trying. You can skip my lines all you want in V3. I don't care.
I care about you.
When they're like repeat memory shit, I don't care.
Yeah, fair.
Because I honestly,
Yeah,
60 hours of this game is too much.
it is a lot. All right, anyway. Moving
Yeah,
right
And
along.
that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
I would like to eventually watch the show
You don't look so
Yes.
sure.
so we can learn who is.
At the time,
Stop.
Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
I jammed it with so many pussies. Wait. Wait. Hold up.
What?
So many dicks. There we go.
Great,
because the
great,
panel
great
was blocking
joke.
it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
Oh.
It's
Or is that a
major
promise?
problem.
Actually,
I
yeah.
mean, that door was the only
Wait, what are they
entrance to
talking
the
about? I'm not paying
warehouse.
attention.
Oh, what the fuck?
So,
What?
how was the door locked?
No.
I thought it was just because I thought it wasn't that the door was locked, and it was just that the door was like lodged up against the Monokuma stuff, and as soon as you opened it, that's what fucked it over.
How did someone set it up though? They had to close the door.
Yeah, exactly.
How did they close the door and then set up the Monokuma panels? if they were outside.
Yeah, but what if you didn't break my brain? Because we already know who it is.
So Nagito
Wait, what if
set it
that's
up?
what they actually did in the game? He's like, I looked it up, it's you!
If the door is the only entrance to the warehouse, I see this problem Chuck talking about is
I see.
the locked room mystery, man.
If the panel was so close
a
to the
locker
door,
room mystery,
that it could
man. I
barely be
know what
opened,
you're
the killer
talking
inside
about.
the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
What if it locks on the outside?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Except in that one
Based on
shot
the
when it
patterns
said
up until
everyone
now,
was there, but
I
for some
believe
reason
kind
Sonya
of
wasn't in the
setup
shot.
with You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person
Yeah.
who could have possibly done this.
Nagito.
Huh?
You don't mean.
But even if that's true, this murder.
Hajime? What do you mean?
But it
Because you
wasn't.
said the domino effect inside the warehouse, there's only one person who could have done that. I'm honestly.
This already.
I'm thinking this dude.
It's okay. He would never. Not again. He learned his lesson. I learned my lesson.
Who did we think it was? Was it Monami?
It's Nagito. All right.
This is my answer.
Yaha.
It was Nagito.
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Was
He
it
was
a,
working for
was
the
it
killer.
wait, was it a spoopicide?
Spoopus.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
Was it
It was the Moidever too.
Was it a spoopicide?
I don't
was the
think it
victim.
was.
And he was the perpetrator too. Maybe.
Well, okay, so let's go back to Trial 2, when Peko Peko Yama was like, I'm a tool, so Fuyuhiko's the killer, and we're all gonna die, right?
Mm-hmm.
If acting of free will is what Peko did that made her human,
Mm-hmm.
if Nagito was just the murderer's tool, that would still make the murderer the murderer.
Right.
Even if Nagito was killing himself.
Right.
Okay, I think this is the logic the game would follow.
I
Are you
probably.
saying this was a suicide?
Yes,
Don't be stupid.
it was a spoopicide.
All right.
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Forget.
Yeah, except for the one rope that was burned, and how there's not gashes on one arm, and how one hand is clean, and how he was holding the rope that held up the spear. There's a lot of things that look like this was self-inflicted.
Yeah. That man, that's spoopicide.
Are you saying
It's
those
crazy.
were all self-inflicted?
I said
Whoa,
self-inflicted,
he
and
used
Fuyuhiko
he used the
said
same words that you
yeah.
just used.
Whoa. Maybe I'm Fuyuhiko.
Yo, no way, you're
But-
Kermit.
Nagito might do something like that. Don't you think?
Yeah.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
Was he?
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. As long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss?
Yeah, what are you, a
That's not
freaking
necessary at all.
preschool teacher?
No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly
We should probably discuss your
impossible.
grades at the moment.
Oh. Damn.
What?
I get it. I
I
mean,
don't.
I'm obviously I have the answer, but I get it.
I know who the murderer is. I don't know how.
Well, I mean, I get like this one thing that I'm doing.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
No.
Wow, it's a good thing we saw that.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
Yeah, circling around, that's a horrible thing in a game. We should never do that again.
That was so good. You weren't even gonna finish the first line. All right, so the rope wasn't burned during the fire. It was burned beforehand, and so it looked like it was burned in the fire. So he tied himself up with the one hand. That's why it wasn't cut, so he could actually use it.
Okay.
That sort
What?
of makes sense. A little
What?
bit.
I don't get it.
Hold on, isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
No, it's just one of them.
Because it
It
wasn't.
was
The
burned.
rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
I guess. Where the side arm is his
I
sleeve.
see.
I
Yeah,
guess.
there's
Take a
nothing
close
on it.
look at his right sleeve.
Let's look at this body that's not in the room at
Even
all.
though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just
That rope
fused
was
the end of the
burned in
rope.
advance so it would look like it was burned in the
Yeah.
fire.
Or they
Then
just had a
Nagito's
lot of
right
loose
arm
ends
wasn't
and they wanted
tied
to
up,
fuse it
right?
first.
He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome!
Alright, we
I'll let
already
you top
talking
a
about
feel
this.
if you want.
Oh,
I don't
I won.
think that relates at all to what we were just talking
This
about.
is the third time Akane's done this,
Yeah, like,
and all 3 times I've won it.
alright, come on.
Listen, man, quarantine's
Do you
been
want
rough.
helpful tips? No, you gotta pay attention to everything, little thing, dude. Every little thing is coming at you like Cleopatra.
Dude,
I have to say,
dude,
I'm getting very
dude,
close to being the
dude,
goddamn plant master, but it's not stopping.
Quarantine's been rough. I need some Akane.
God, yeah, I get it.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
You cannot get this shits for free.
Can I get Sonya's OnlyFans?
No, my God, stop.
That's definitely wrong.
First of all, it's Gundam's
Fine.
OnlyFans, so
I
whatever.
just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch
Oh.
me, right?
That's a lot of money. Why did writers think this was the best idea of what to say next? I am baffled. Is that the end of this
That's not what I
episode?
meant. I'm
Is
talking
that?
about Nagito.
No, go back to the boob bit.
Okay, stop.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
Well, I mean,
It's
yeah.
Well, he could've done
impossible
that
to
after.
stab a knife into your right hand with
Once
your
you're
right
all set
hand.
up, just stab it in there and then just
That much
yank
is
the
obvious.
chain.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
I don't.
Oh, can I touch?
Stop, dude.
Should charge me. Now she wants some money back. What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
Spinning
If
game.
it's something lame, I'll make you
Oh,
give
man.
back the Benjamin with 10,000%
Oh,
interest.
Jesus.
I don't think that's existed.
A way to stab yourself using your right hand with only your right hand. So there's definitely a way to answer spinning. All right, I
Yeah,
got
what they
it.
should have done for Mahiru's ex is they could have like made the blood from her head, like the blood on the X pool from her head.
Even
Since
if
that was the
Nagito's right hand
wound.
was free,
Just saying.
how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
What the
He
what?
threw the knife into the air
Oh, I like
and let
this.
it fall.
I like that.
Could he stab his hand that way?
I
Some
like.
sort of circus act.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Huh.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I don't get it.
I get it. Sorta.
I don't.
That's too bad.
The life-sized Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why
What?
there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
I don't get it.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Ah, that would do it. Ow. Holy
Wait,
shit.
what?
That would be painful as fuck.
Yeah, a lot of the things would be painful as fuck.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
And then you just like kick
How
it
would it-
aside. You just, like,
How would it
push-
get? I
just-
guess
you just
that's
push it
far
out.
The
away
blood on the
though.
plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Jesus.
I see. So that's the trick.
At least one of these, I would just be puking. Looking at this shit in real life.
Oh my God, yeah.
At least one of these.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Especially in the nether regions.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer
Sorry, was
needed the
that-
plushie, so he cast it off
Yeah.
toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
Probably.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
Probably.
I get what you're
Bitch.
saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
His left hand.
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Love how he says these lines.
By impaling himself with a spear, right?
I'm the idiot here, right?
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
I would
It
assume
was.
so.
If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab
He
the
sounds
spear
like a
with his right
fucking
hand
Dora the
if a knife is
Explorer
stabbed
ass
into
bitch
it,
over
and his
here.
left hand was all tied up.
Yeah.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he
Akane.
stabbed the knife into his right hand.
I don't think so.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Whoa, D&D.
If you
That's
got
not what that
penetrated by
means.
something
Well, but
so
it's
big
in
and thick,
relation.
you would die instantly.
Okay, as soon as it said penetrate, I'm like, wait, hold on. But then it kept going. I'm like, all right, that's on purpose. There's no way that's not.
Oh, I don't think you were at Marwood for that year.
Which
I think it would
one?
have been my first year at Marwood. We
Uh-huh.
did a skit. In almost every skit I've ever done, I die. In
Yo,
almost every
cool.
camp skip I've done, I die in some way.
Cool.
And my first
Like this?
year, similar. In my first year, I was stabbed. It was like Marwood Hunger Games, and I was stabbed by the pimp stick.
I don't think we need to describe what that is.
I don't think so either, but so a similar death.
Oh my god, I just imagine. God, that's amazing.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Were you busy looking at tits?
Like I said, if you got
But she said,
penetrated by
yeah.
something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Coochie Man loves. Anyway,
Say it one more time.
no,
I
no,
need to record
no,
it.
No,
For reasons.
for reasons.
for reasons. She's gonna say it again though.
Hey, bastard,
Oh,
you better
damn.
cut it
No,
out.
nuts.
Like she said, in that condition,
Oh.
it's very difficult to stab yourself with a
Jockey
spear.
was gonna say if you got penetrated by something
Yeah,
that big
yeah,
and
yeah.
thick. That would have been a great
God.
line. That's a good line.
Yeah. Hell, that's a good line.
Cause I'm happy. That's a great
God,
line.
I love Gundam. I love him.
I love Chad.
Great.
Different universe.
Yeah, yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying
No,
it's
but it was-
impossible?
No, it's
But no
not.
matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
Okay, dude, you
also
probably know,
agree
but
with
we definitely know.
Yo,
to think
can I
that
get
one
you a
of us
spinning
could kill
game,
someone with
please?
such cruelty. I could
What?
never believe that.
Can I just get you a spinning game so I can get through this? Like,
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
well, I mean,
You-
yeah,
you
that is
got
the
it.
option.
That's why you keep getting betrayed
You got it,
over and
Montezuma.
over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just
Nice guess, Mikon.
It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
This is the first time you've talked, Monami.
Wow, you
If
really
you even
showed
Oh,
your
hi.
stuff there, Mahiru.
I have a plan of my own.
Mahiru?
Yeah,
She's a little
that's
bit dead.
crazy. Good job there, Hyoko.
Monami sassing me.
No, that was Ibuki who
But
said that.
It's just as Monokuma said. We've
No,
been betrayed
just
over and over again
as
so far.
A Teru said.
This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
The imposter.
No, you said it wrong. You said it wrong, Sonia. It's Coochie Man.
The imposter is sus.
Alright. There's a super high school level imposter, and that's the first time you make that
Of course
joke.
that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Oh.
As
Oh.
Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed.
Gucci Man, do you and Sonia have an alibi together?
Oh.
Me
Were
and
you guys
Chalky
passing
do.
alibis?
Me, Chalky, and Akane have an alibi.
Yo, me and Gundam have an alibi, I'll tell you that much.
So it was Fuyuhiko. Done. Case closed.
It was Nekomaru who was the
But
murderer.
even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
It's convenient, isn't it? Murderer.
Yes.
No
Yes,
matter
it
how
is
many
convenient
times
there.
I may be betrayed, I
Takami.
still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer. But suicide is unimaginable.
Isn't that right, murderer?
Do you really
Isn't
think
that
so?
right, spoiler?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
No, really,
it-
murderer.
we know
I
how
did
he
say
did it.
difficult, but I never said impossible.
Can we just get a spinning game so we can end the episode on something?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
No way.
What kind of way?
With his dick.
I don't know.
Okay, good job.
You
Thanks,
set it
Chucky.
up.
You don't know.
Yeah.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about
Does
it
that mean
together.
spinning?
That's how we made it
Spinning.
this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
They just say one word and it's immediately
That's
wrong.
right. We made it through several ordeals. Till now doing that. Then you
And
know
that being
let's do this.
spinning.
Spinning!
Spinning.
Alright, blood on left hand. Which
There it
rules
is.
out left hand.
There are a lot of these.
How did Nagito stab himself with a
Not the
spear?
first one.
Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the
He was only able to move his left.
But his left hand was
Uh-huh.
also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Fuck you.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
He had it tied up, but he just pulled back
Alright.
and it went. Pew!
Got it. After
Hold
this-
on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that
You're
he
right,
used his left
Hajime.
hand.
And on the next episode of the Super
Episode
High
of
School
the Super High School Level Super Show.
we will discuss this further. But for now, au revoir, sayonara, bye.
Bienvenue, Power Bottoms.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah.